When the Frost is on the Punkin by James Whitcomb Riley. When the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock, and you hear the cluck and gobble of the strutting turkey cock, and the clacking of the guineas and the clucking of the hens, and the rooster's hallelujah as he tiptoes on the fence, why, it's then the time a feller's a feelin' at his best, with the rising sun to greet him from a night of peaceful rest, and he leaves the house bareheaded and goes out to feed the stock, when the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock. Well, there's something kind of hearty like about the atmosphere when the heat of summer's over and the coolin' fall is here. Of course, we miss the flowers and the blossoms on the trees, and the mumblin' of the hummingbirds and the buzzin' of the bees. But the air's so appetizin', and the landscape through the haze of a crisp and sunny mornin' of the early autumn days is a picture that no painter has the colorin' to mock, when the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock. The husky, rusty rustle of the tassels of the corn, the raspin' of the tangled leaves, as golden as the morn. The stubble in the furries, kind of lonesome like, but still, a preachin' sermons to us of the barns they growed to fill. The haystack in the medder, and the reaper in the shed, the hosses in their stalls below, and the clover overhead. Why, it sets my heart to clickin' like the tickin' of a clock, when the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock. Then your apples all is gathered, and the ones a feller keeps is piled around the cellar floor in red and yeller heaps. And your cider makin's over, and your women folk is through, with their mince and apple butter, and their souse and sausage too. Well, I don't know how to tell it, but if such a thing could be as the angels wanted boardin', and they'd call around on me, while I'd want to accommodate 'em, all the whole endurin' flock, when the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock.